Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video focuses on a rapidly developing military operation that has sent shockwaves through the Middle East and global security circles. The United States and the United Kingdom have jointly carried out a high-intensity strike campaign against Houthi rebel targets in Yemen following a deadly series of drone attacks that have threatened international shipping in the Red Sea. This operation, involving precision airstrikes and coordinated military tactics, marks a significant escalation in the regional conflict and raises urgent questions about the direction of Western involvement in Middle Eastern proxy wars. The operation came in response to escalating provocations from the Iran-backed Houthi rebels, who have used drones and missile systems to target international commercial vessels, navigating one of the world's most vital maritime trade routes. The Red Sea has become increasingly unstable over the past several months, with repeated attacks jeopardizing civilian shipping and threatening global oil supply chains. In a recent attack, a Houthi drone struck dangerously close to a U.S. Navy vessel, prompting the Biden administration and British government to take decisive joint military action. From a battlefield perspective, the scale and precision of the joint strikes were substantial. Dozens of airstrikes were launched overnight targeting key Houthi infrastructure, including drone launch facilities, radar sites, and weapons storage depots in major Yemeni cities like Sana'a, Hodeidah, and Taiz. Eyewitnesses reported large explosions lighting up the night sky as coalition jets conducted their bombing runs. The strikes utilized advanced aircraft such as U.S. Navy F-18 Super Hornets and RAF Typhoon fighters, equipped with precision-guided munitions designed to minimize collateral damage. These strikes were not symbolic. They were tactically focused, aimed at disrupting the Houthis' drone and missile capabilities, and denying them the ability to carry out further attacks on international vessels. The interior structure of the operation was a product of months of intelligence coordination between American and British forces. Joint planning and satellite surveillance ensured that each strike was carefully chosen to have maximum strategic impact with minimum civilian risk. Command centers located on U.S. aircraft carriers in the Gulf and at British bases in Cyprus played key roles in coordinating the timing, payload selection, and escape routes for the strike aircraft. Defense officials confirmed that civilian casualty prevention was a top priority, and all targets were vetted through multiple intelligence sources. This high level of operational discipline showcases the professionalism and precision of modern Western air campaigns. In terms of battlefield performance, initial assessments suggest the mission was highly effective. Nearly all designated targets were hit, with multiple Houthi radar arrays and missile launchers destroyed in the first wave of attacks. Military analysts have noted that this level of success reflects both the technological superiority of Western forces and the operational advantage of surprise. The Houthis were reportedly caught off guard, with little time to react or relocate their systems. Within hours, secondary explosions indicated that munition storage facilities had been directly struck, severely reducing the rebels' immediate offensive capabilities. The success of this strike also reinforces the credibility of the US-UK alliance and sends a message of deterrence not only to the Houthis but also to other Iran-backed proxies in the region. Beyond the battlefield, these strikes have far-reaching security implications. The Red Sea, which serves as a strategic corridor linking the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean via the Suez Canal, handles about 10% of global trade, including vital energy supplies. Continued Houthi attacks in this region had caused shipping companies to reroute vessels around Africa, leading to higher fuel costs and supply chain disruptions. This joint military response is part of a broader campaign known as Operation Prosperity Guardian, which seeks to secure maritime routes and reassert freedom of navigation. By degrading the Houthi threat, the US and UK are not only protecting commercial interests, but also reinforcing international law and maritime security norms. What makes this operation particularly unique is the level of political urgency and geopolitical signaling involved. This is the first major Western strike in Yemen since the earlier stages of the Saudi-led coalition intervention. The fact that the United States and United Kingdom acted independently of the United Nations Security Council, citing immediate threats to their naval and commercial assets, reflects a new willingness to conduct preemptive military operations when the risks to global stability are deemed intolerable. Furthermore, this strike underscores the increasing boldness of Iran's proxy network, which includes the Houthis, Hezbollah in Lebanon, and various Shia militias in Iraq and Syria. The US-UK response was not just about drones in the Red Sea. It was about drawing a red line against the broader expansion of Iranian influence. However, such military actions do not come without cost. There is a high likelihood of retaliation. The Houthis have already vowed revenge and may launch fresh waves of drone and missile strikes not only against vessels but also possibly against US or UK military assets in the region. Iran may use this opportunity to increase arms shipments to the Houthis or intensify support for its allies elsewhere. Meanwhile, global oil prices spiked immediately following the strike, rising over 4% in just one day, signaling the economic ripple effect of the conflict. There's also the danger of dragging Western powers deeper into Middle East tensions at a time when the US is already facing challenges in Ukraine and the Indo-Pacific. This escalation comes at a fragile moment for the region. Israel is still on high alert due to threats from Hezbollah in the north and remains in conflict with Hamas in Gaza. Syria continues to host Iranian militias and remains a theater of covert warfare between Iran and Israel. Now, with Yemen heating up once again, the Middle East is seeing simultaneous flashpoints that could interconnect into a broader regional war. The US and UK must now carefully manage not just the tactical aftermath of the airstrikes, but also the strategic fallout and the long-term diplomatic consequences of their actions. In conclusion, the joint US-UK airstrikes on Houthi targets in Yemen mark a bold and highly calculated military move designed to stop a growing threat to global commerce and regional security. It was a powerful demonstration of Western resolve and technological capability, executed with precision and clear objectives. But it also opens up a new phase in an already volatile region where retaliation is likely, and escalation is always just one missile away. The coming days will reveal how the Houthis and Iran choose to respond, and whether the Red Sea becomes a stable corridor again or a permanent war zone. The world is watching closely, and so are we. Stay tuned for the latest updates right here on StrikeIntel.